FCSB 0, Manchester United 2. I'm joined by Andy Tate, through to the round of 16 in the Europa League. Andy, happy with that?
Yeah, quite happy with that, and quite a satisfying victory. Bit of a slow first half, and they had one of the better chances, and that was a very defensive lapse. But apart from that, second half it was we did well. We controlled the game from the word go with the substitutes for second half. Garnacho, Ahmed coming on. And we made chance after chance after chance, and we deserved the win tonight. Great goals from Delo and Kobe. Maybe Kobe should have scored in the first half with his chance as well, yeah. So, yeah, you can take out from it. Unbeaten in Europe. That's more than Liverpool. Yeah.
They are in the Champions League.
They are in an incredible position, but at least we can say we're unbeaten so far in Europe. We're only 7 games away from a final.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. Fact, Rafa. You know what I mean. But, away support, fantastic. I mean, they rallied second half. Hell of a thunderbolt, that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And even if it was offside, how did he miss that?
Don't know. Underside of the crossbar.
Underside of the bar. Yeah, 2 great saves from the keeper as well. So, United dominated. I mean, Casemiro was getting involved. Like, he could have had a goal or 2 as well. I thought Bruno was brilliant and pushing it, pulling all the levers, pushing forward. Garnacho was brilliant. We cannot lose him.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Garnacho, because obviously most of the news about him over the last week or 2 has been about United trying to sell him or being willing to sell him. Performances like that tonight, does that remind you, if you needed it, that he's the sort of person that we should be rallying behind and sort of pushing rather than trying to get out the door?
Oh yeah, definitely. He can be the difference between getting through the next round, and maybe you can in a game in Europe, you'll need him. He can provide a cross. He could score a goal. Yeah. You know what he's capable of. Look at the goals. Was it Galatasaray last season? That type of range. So you know we can do it. And it's like, I would rather sell people who do not want to train, who do not want to push for the first team, and I'd rather keep the youngsters and get rid of people who don't want to train and don't want to play for the team.
It's a shame, innit, that the club almost kind of feels like Garnacho's a good person to sell because we get all this profit. It's a shame that it has to be like that in a way, innit?
Well, I don't think they don't need to sell him. It could be a crazy transfer deadline day on Monday because, like I said, Arsenal could come in for somebody. You never know. Cut price. You can't get Ollie Watkins. You want him? You can have him, mate. You know what I mean? You can have the Withenshaw boy. That's just anything can happen. Transfer deadline day.
Anything can happen.
And like say, Casemiro's connected with Roma as well, so he's not going now. So, we don't know what's going to happen between tonight and Monday, and 11 o'clock, and we've got Crystal Palace next. So we go on in Europe, and I thought the away support was fantastic.
Yeah.
Again,
as always
in Europe, and we can go on and push forward, and just could be the saving grace for the season. Unbeaten in Europe and winning Europa League. I mean, and finish mid-table. Bit of respectability. It'll be good. I mean, I even seen Tottenham beat the Elves tonight, so even there, innit? Yeah. That's Tottenham's level, beating the Elves, you know. So, and there's even Rangers squeezed in at the last minute as well.
Top 8, yeah.
Can't believe I don't want to play them again.
No.
Do not want to play them again.
We can't play them in the next round, so it's Midtjylland, AZ Alkmaar, Galatasaray, and Real Sociedad. They're the options.
Yeah,
any of them you avoid or you want to go for?
Galatasaray, because Osman. No way. Don't want to play them because they done us at Old Stretford and snuck a draw as well last season in Champions League. Worthy opponents. Atmosphere there was incredible last season. And Old Trafford. What do you do in the next round? Who would you get? I'd have to take Midtjylland.
Yeah.
A safe distance. It's a safe bet. We could get. They surprised us years ago, and then we beat them, and somebody was born that night. So you never know.
Might be a little bookend to Rashford's career, that as well.
Stick to Google Maps, Rashford. That's what I say. That's what I say. Look at yourself on Google Maps. That's the person you know you can be, and that's what you want it to be. But you've just veered off the track. Yeah. And it's a shame, and it's all down to him.
Yeah, it's a shame. It is a shame, isn't it? And when obviously we're talking about the FCSB game, but you see that picture of him waiting to get picked up for training on the way to United when he's a kid on Google Maps. You do think he should be still here doing the business every week, but that's where we are. Let's look at some of the positives from tonight then. You said about controlling the game from minute one. Are you starting to see a bit more of Ruben Amorim's fingerprints on this team?
Yeah, I do. I see him tonight created a lot of possession, one-touch passing. Yeah. Going down the wings, play. I thought Ahmed was very quiet, but we did well. But we controlled the game, one-touch passing, going down the wings, the left flank with Garnacho, and we created numerous chances, and it should have been more. And you can see what we're trying to do now. And we just, if we can get another striker, you're putting in balls in the box and no one's getting in on the end of him. Garnacho put in a couple of crosses and there's no one there. He pinged them in dead fast, but if you got someone on the end of that, on the far post, you don't know. So who knows what we can do between now and Monday? Can we get someone in on loan? It's been positive this week. We signed somebody, the Danish lad. We've signed him.
Dorgu.
Yeah, and we've been linked with somebody from Bayern Munich as well. He wants to come here. So have we got a good relationship with Bayern Munich? Yes, we have. So maybe he wants to come. Vinny Company won't play him. And you got to take the players. Like it's just about getting the right players, the right mixture, and to play the system Amorim wants, and he'll stick to it. And fair play to him.
We've won 5 of our last 6 games now in all competitions. Not that we've been brilliant in most of those games, to be fair. We've scraped by in a couple and we've got a bit lucky at times. But are we seeing a bit of momentum now? Are we starting to see the results that maybe one day would, Rangers game?
There's a little bit, like I said, we've won 3 on the spin.
Yeah.
But the key is your Premiership games as well. So at Crystal Palace Sunday, we have never won back-to-back games this season. Last time we did that, we won 4 on the spin, and it was this time last year. Then we lost to was it Fulham or something? We won 4 on the spin. Remember, we beat Luton. We won a couple at Old Trafford as well. So it has to be the key now. Focus on Sunday, get the result, and get that momentum going in the Premier League. One defeat in 6 is good. We've beaten a couple of teams. You've seen what the team can do against that Liverpool, against Arsenal. And you see what the team can do against Southampton and Brighton. But tonight, we did it again. Controlled, possession, and we were right on the boil.
Yeah, it was much better. Much better.
Well, much better. That's all you can ask for in Europe.
It is.
That's all you can ask for. Let's see where we go, see what the draw gives us. If it's the draw tomorrow, or is it next week?
Well, you have to wait, because we already know who we might get. Like we said, Alkmaar, Midtjylland, Galatasaray and Real Sociedad. We have to wait for those games to take place, and then we'll know which ones of those.
So you need a calculator.
Basically, you need a calculator and a calendar, and then we'll find out who we're going to get. But it's going to be one of them.
At least it's 2 less games in Europe.
Exactly, more training time.
More training time between games. We've got FA Cup as well. We want to do well in that. Keep our FA Cup.
3 fronts. Not everyone can say that.
Not many teams can say that.
Fighting for the Europa League, the FA Cup, and the relegation battle in the Premier League.
No, we're not Spursy yet, mate. We ain't Spursy. Let them beat the Elves. We'll go from there.
Right, cheers, Andy. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us at home. Hit subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. FCSB 0, Manchester United 2, through to the round of 16. A decent, actually, European run.
Yes, it was.
Thanks. Lovely.
Cheers for that, sir.
Thank you.